What is going on, movie lovers? Welcome to Apocalypse Movies. I am Jacob Bartley, and this is my review for the movie Life. If you haven't seen the trailers for this movie, it's about this team living on a space station. I believe they're close to Mars or somewhere in between Mars and Earth, and they discover this organism, this living cell that is life beyond Earth, and things escalate. And if you haven't seen the trailers, it's kind of like a horror film in space, stuck in space type of film. And I didn't have super high expectations for this. I just wanted to go in and enjoy the movie and have fun and be scared, and that's exactly what it did for me. It actually exceeded my expectations, not on a film quality basis, but on a terrifying basis. Like, I was really scared watching this movie. It's safe to say for me that this is one of the scariest movies I've seen in a long time. Now, I know a lot of great horror movies have came out recently, like Split or Get Out. Those are great films. They're better movies than Life, but Life was scarier to me. Life, it was terrifying because that little tiny organism you see in the trailers, let's just say it is really scary. I will leave it at that without getting into spoilers. But outside of the terror element, I also really wanted to watch this movie because of Jake Gyllenhaal and Ryan Reynolds. When do you ever get them in a movie together? Those are two of my favorite actors working today, and having them in the film was a plus for me. And I'll say, performance-wise, they both delivered. The way their characters were written were questionable for me, but their performances were great, as always. Rebecca Ferguson from Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, she was good in the movie. I was interested to see her in another role. And the rest of the supporting cast was pretty good as well. I felt the camaraderie. I thought they all worked well together on screen. And just the way they set up this world, and you know how they're communicating with people on Earth, their families, the media, and stuff like that. It all seemed very realistic and set in reality to me. So I bought into that. And then when stuff goes down, then it's like, oh my goodness, this seems like it could really happen. So I really appreciated the groundedness of this film and the way they set it all up. And like I said, whoo, I was freaking scared. I was like, because when I watch movies, I put myself in that scenario, especially realistic movies. And I know this movie isn't completely realistic, but it's more realistic than a superhero film. Like, when I watch a superhero film, the action and what they're going through physically, I can't relate to that. I don't put myself in that situation. But when I'm watching a movie that seems more grounded, like Life, like we possibly can find life or living organisms beyond Earth one day. And so I put myself in this situation, like, what if I was on that ship? And that thought scared the hell out of me. And through that aspect, I was so entertained by this movie because I haven't been that scared in a theater in so long. Now, some of the negatives for me were just some of the way the characters were written, some of the like screen time that were given to certain characters and not others, and just, you know, by the end of the movie, you're like, okay, that was good, and it was on a trajectory to be great. Like, this could have been one of my favorite movies of the year if the storytelling and the characters were written a little bit better. But just as far as like entertainment, like going to the movie theater and enjoying it, I had a really great time with this movie. So I do recommend it, especially if you're a horror fan, if you're a fan of these actors. I do recommend Life. And with all that said, I'm going to give Life a 7 out of 10. That's a solid score in my eyes. I think it's a very entertaining movie, and I think you'll have a good time if you go watch it on the big screen. Alright, that's going to do it for my review of Life. Thank you all for listening. You can find me on this YouTube channel, Apocalypse Movies. Please subscribe, hit that like button. I'm Jacob Bartley. Thanks you all for listening. Until next time, take care.